I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
Coach, the snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue 60. 54. Right 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Watch out, watch out. 53, ready.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So they will go for it. Stafford. And James has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, set, 280. I'm on.
Stafford on first down. Caught by Cobb. And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23. Here's Stafford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Let's go, D. Big Sears way.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Alert. Easy. Nice.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
25. Watch the safety creep.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Touch 50.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
57's Mike 57. Man, that's right.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing on second down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. From the 29, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down. Gold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To throw on second down. Gold. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, 0-0-0. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check. 57. Mike, 57. Defense wins. Foot left. Good.
Throwing on third and long. Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Hey. Foot left. Go right here. 57's Mike. Ball that. Go. 57's the Mike. That's it. Silver.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. This one caught by Ridley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down and goal. Wilson. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Switch. 50 seconds to mine. It's out. 14. Switch.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. Stafford. That's complete to Cobb. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's another Jets.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
14. 19.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Green brings it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Alert. 14, find it. Check safety.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
6-man. Bring up, bring up, bam, bam.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tony Pollard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. We finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Stafford trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And some room to work. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Stafford, and he's going to keep it here. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. On first and 10, Stafford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right, he talked about... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is all the way up past the 25. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He'll look to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Stafford now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 need. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. He's got Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude.